Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Beta, are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, students, on the last turn, on the previous turn, we discussed about the mitochondria. Okay, so first of all, we are going to revise the mitochondria, and after that, we are going to proceed further. Okay, if you have any questions related to the previous particular topic or previous things, then previous lecture, then you can ask me. Do you have any question, Beta, related to the previous lesson?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Then first of all, let's revise the mitochondria portion. And after revising the mitochondria portion, we are going to move further with the Golgi apparatus and with the lysosomes. Okay. So as we have studied earlier, in the mitochondria, because the mitochondria is a cell organelle which is responsible for the production of energy, right? We have understood it, that it is the cell organelle which is responsible for the production of energy. Okay, and this energy is produced in the chemical form and is produced in the basically ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, and when they are produced, when the energy is produced in the triphosphate, so this particular time we are saying that this ATP is the energy currency of the cell. We have already studied about this. Okay. After this, we have also studied that the mitochondria is having its own DNA and its own ribosome, right? And we have also studied that the functions of the mitochondria are, it is the site for the cellular respiration. What does that mean? We will cover it. Then second point says that it produces energy in the form of ATP, and that is why we say it is the powerhouse of the cell. That mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And the last point says that it also synthesizes, that means produces several other biomolecules. मतलब केवल और केवल ATP produce नहीं करता है, it also produces several other molecules as well. Okay. Yes, beta Harshit Kumar, do you have any question? No? Okay then. Let's move on. So first point, which this one says that mitochondria are the sites of cellular respiration. What does this mean? So first of all, the word site means location, right? The word site means location. So here what we are trying to say is that this mitochondria is the site or is the location where respiration happens in the cell or inside the cell. Cell के अंदर respiration कहाँ होता है? It happens in the mitochondria. Okay, it happens in the mitochondria of the cell. Okay, beta. Now, this respiration, what is the respiration that we need to understand? The respiration is an important term that is needed to be understand. So what we do basically, we break down the glucose molecule, okay, and we liberate mainly the energy from it. And apart from the energy, CO2 and water is also liberated, okay, and it this process breakdown of the glucose, it can occur in the presence of oxygen or it can occur in the absence of oxygen also. Okay, यानी कि ग्लूकोज का जो ब्रेकडाउन कर रहे हैं बेटा, that can happen in the presence of oxygen also and that can happen in the absence of oxygen also. Okay, in both of the cases energy will be released. Okay, so this is the respiration. What is the respiration? Breaking down of the glucose in order to liberate the or in order to produce the energy. That is basically respiration. If it is happening inside the cell, inside the
अरे सिक्का
then it is called as cellular respiration. Yes, but any question? Nancy, mute your mic. Everyone will keep their mic muted, and if you have any question, just simply raise the hand and you will be allowed to ask the question. Okay, now, after this, do you have any problem related to mitochondria? Kisi ko koi problem? Then you can raise the hand. From the more option, there is the option for raising the hand if you have any question. Okay, then let's move on to the next part, that is the Golgi apparatus. What is Golgi apparatus? First of all, this is a cell organelle which was discovered by Camillo Golgi. Okay, it was discovered by Camillo Golgi, and the Camillo Golgi named it a body, that it is a body. So we call it Golgi body, Golgi apparatus, and sometimes we also refer this to as Golgi complex. Okay, we also say that it's a Golgi complex. So we can say Golgi body also, we can say Golgi apparatus also, and we can say Golgi complex also. Okay, but in the case of plants, beta, it is also known as dictyosomes. Okay, in the case of plant cells, it is having another term, and that term is called as dictyosomes. Okay, now what is the function of this particular cell organelle, and why this particular cell organelle is present inside the cell? Let's understand this. So first of all, as you can see, this Golgi apparatus, it is having this particular shape that we are seeing. And what is this particular shape? Let's understand this. So you can see there are flat sac. There are flat sac. What is a sac? Sac means a bag-like structure. Okay, bag-like structure. So there are various bag-like structures which are kept one at the other. मतलब कि एक के ऊपर एक हमने ऐसे flat bags को रख दिया है, like this. Okay, and each bag is called cisterna. Okay, each bag is called cisterna. So now we are having two faces, two sides or two faces of the Golgi apparatus. One is this phase and another one is this particular phase, right? So what is this phase all about? So the first phase or the lower phase is called the forming phase or the cis phase, and there is a maturing phase. What is this, all this? So इससे होता क्या है, right? So what is all this? Actually, Golgi apparatus is having a very important function of packaging. Packaging means to pack something. Of what it will pack? It will pack all the proteins. It will pack the proteins, meaning that it will basically allow the proteins from enter to here. यहाँ से proteins enter करेंगे बेटा, and by the time they will leave the Golgi apparatus, they will have a covering over them. So this is a covering of the Golgi apparatus, and inside this covering we will have our protein. So protein is packed. Protein की क्या हो गई? Packing हो गई है. So that's why we are saying that it performs a function of packaging the different types of materials. Okay, not only proteins are packed, but sometimes carbohydrates are also packed. Okay, sometimes fats are also packed. Okay, so this is the function of Golgi apparatus. And by the time they are packed, कभी कभी क्या होता है बेटा, packing के time पे जब यहाँ से pass हो रहा होता है, at that particular time, sometimes packing also, and sometimes the protein gets modified. Modified means change हो जाता है, थोड़ा बहुत protein के structure में change हो जाता है. So that's why we say that sometimes the protein gets modified. Okay, so let's understand how it works. First of all, the first point says that it was discovered by Camillo Golgi. Okay, the second point is all about that it's a membrane bound cell organelle. Membrane bound. So since it is a membrane bound cell organelle, this simply means that it will be present in all the eukaryotes only, right? And this means that it will be absent in the prokaryotes. So that's why we have written over here absent in the prokaryotes. Okay, but there is some important point also. What is that? It is also absent in the mammalian erythrocytes. Mammalian means mammals का जो erythrocyte होता है. What is erythrocyte? Erythrocyte is the second name of RBC. The RBC, they are also known as erythrocytes. Okay, beta? And the plants, some particular cells of the plant, those are called sieve tube elements. These are present in the plants. Don't worry, by the complex term, we will study this sieve tube elements in the next chapter of our tissues. जब हम tissues पढ़ेंगे, we will study this. Okay. After that, the third point says that Golgi apparatus, it is made up of membrane bound vesicles, meaning flattened sac or flat bag like structures which are arranged approximately parallel to each other, एक के ऊपर एक, and they are forming a stack, पूरा एक stack, एक group बना लिया, and we are calling that group as cisterns. Okay. Now these membranes are often having connections with the membranes of endoplasmic reticulum. What does this mean? Meaning that the Golgi apparatus is connected with the endoplasmic reticulum. उसके आसपास ही रहता है. Why? ऐसा क्यों है? Because remember the function, the RER or the rough endoplasmic reticulum produces the proteins. वो proteins produce करता है बेटा. And just now we have studied that it packs the protein. तो protein को जब pack करना है तो protein कहाँ से लेगा? Obviously endoplasmic reticulum. So that's why it is in close association or localized or found near the nucleus and near the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, localized near the nucleus, that means found near the endoplasmic reticulum and nucleus. And in plants, it is form of subunits. Subunits का मतलब ये है बेटा, actually it is smaller in size in case of the plant cells. Okay, and that's why we call it dictyosomes. So this is the another name of Golgi apparatus in case of the plant cells. Okay, if we talk about the functions, the function is very simple. For some time, it can store the proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. For some time only, not always, not for very long time, but for some time it can perform the storage. Okay. Then second function is modification, that means change. And finally, the packaging. Packaging means it will pack the substances into the vesicles. Vesicles again means bags, bag-like structures. As you can see in the diagram also. In the diagram, we can see that this particular vesicle, this is a vesicle. Vesicle means a bag-like structure. So inside it, it will be a protein, carbohydrate, or fat, but there will be some substance inside it. Okay. Now, the third point says these are also involved in the formation of lysosomes. What is lysosome and how they are involved? We will cover it in the next slide. Next slide, हमारी lysosome की है. So we will cover this point there. Now, the last point says that complex sugars can be made from simple sugars in the Golgi apparatus in some cases. See, generally, any cell tries to do this thing, tries to make the complex into simple. हम क्या चाहते हैं बेटा? कोई भी complex thing को simple करना, right? But Golgi complex क्या करता है कभी-कभी? Sometimes, if this is one protein, and this is another protein. So Golgi complex, Golgi apparatus sometimes attaches these two proteins. In दोनों proteins को एक साथ attach कर दिया. So now it becomes a complex protein, right? So this is what it is written over here. Sometimes this happens with the sugar. कि simple sugars को join करके it makes a very complex protein. So that is why it is written over here. Complex sugars can be made from simple sugars in the Golgi apparatus in some of the cases, not always, but in some of the cases. Okay. So this is about the Golgi apparatus. Do you have any question, beta? Any problem related to the Golgi apparatus? Anyone? Yes, anyone is having any problem? Okay, then let's move on to the next part then. The next part is about the lysosomes. Lysosomes, okay. So now, what is lysosome? Let's understand it. Okay. In the case of lysosome, let's split the term into two parts. When we split the term into two parts, we get lyso and some. Those students who are marking the attendance, please make sure that your attendance will be marked only after the class ends. Okay, so do not send the attendance here. I will mark your attendance manually after the class. Okay, I will tell you about it. So lyso and some, it is made up of two things. And some means, we have already studied that, some means body. And the word lyso means lysis. What is lysis? Lysis means breakdown. Lysis means breakdown. So it is a body which is going to perform the breakdown. So it's going to break the different molecules or different substances. तो लाइसोसोम क्या करेगा? अलग अलग चीजों को सेल के अंदर ब्रेक डाउन करने का वर्क फंक्शन करेगा, राइट? सो दिस इज द फंक्शन ऑफ लाइसोसोम. So now lysosomes are found in the animal cells, protozoans, fungi, and is generally not found in the plant cells. See, most of the cells, most of the plant cells, they are not having any kind of lysosomes. Most of the plant cells, okay? But some of the plant cells are having the lysosomes, very few, okay? And that depends on the plant cell actually. That depends on the plant cell. Jisko zarurat hogi, that will only create the lysosome. Okay, and how it is created, we will study that also. So since it is a membrane bound cell organelle, so it is absent in the prokaryote. It is also absent in the mature mammalian erythrocyte. Again, the erythrocyte means RBCs, red blood cells. Okay, so it is absent in the red blood cells. Now, another point is that the lysosomes are tiny spherical membrane bound vesicles or sacs. So this means if this is the lysosome, so there is a membrane around it, and inside this membrane we are having some particles. Okay, and what are these particles? Actually, these particles are enzymes. These particles are enzymes. Okay, we will study about it, don't worry. They are formed by the Golgi apparatus. So how they are formed by the Golgi apparatus? Let's understand this. Because what happens sometimes, some of the enzymes, they enter inside the Golgi apparatus from this particular path and they get out like this. So there is an enzyme, and around the enzyme there is a covering, and there is a covering, and inside it there are enzymes, right? And just now we have studied that there is a covering and there are enzymes inside it. So this is only the lysosome. So lysosome means enzymes bound by a membrane. So powerful digestive enzymes, lysosome contains powerful digestive enzymes for the digestion of various organic materials and worn out cell organelles, मतलब कि जो cell organelles बहुत टूट गए हैं or they are not functioning properly, for those, okay, and finally they are bound by the membrane. This is the membrane, and it will form a lysosome. Okay, these digestive enzymes are made by the rough endoplasmic reticulum or the RER. Okay, so there's one point left over here. Let's understand that also. Lysosomes are kind of waste disposal system, meaning that they help to clean the cell. This simply means if something is not of use, कोई काम की चीज नहीं है, so they are going to break it down using their powerful enzymes. If some molecule is not of use, they are going to break it down with their powerful enzyme, and they are going to simply make them into to complex चीजों की बेटा, it will be converted into the simple things. Okay, so this is how the lysosome performs cleaning inside the cell. Let's study their functions in more detail. Lysosomes helps in intracellular digestion. Intracellular means within the cell. Intra, we have already studied that. Intracellular means within the cell. So digestion that takes place within the cell, that is performed by the lysosomes as they break the complex substances into the simpler substances. This is only the digestion. Digestion क्या होता है? Complex substances को simple में convert करना. So this is the digestion. Okay. So therefore, they are also known as the digestive bags because they are containing digestive enzymes, powerful digestive enzymes. And the second point says the foreign materials means the materials which have come from outside, they entering inside the cell, such as bacteria, if any kind of bacteria or any kind of food enters the cell, as well as there is some old cell organelle which is not working so well, so they are going to be digested by the lysosomes into the smaller pieces. Okay, the lysosome is going to break them into the smaller pieces. Now, this last point is very, very important. So let's understand this. When a cell gets damaged, they burst and the enzymes digest their own cell by the process called autolysis. Therefore, they are also called disposal bags or suicidal bag of the cell. What does this mean? See, we are trying to say that there is a cell and let's assume that this cell is getting damaged. ये यहाँ से इतना portion जो है, it is damaged. Okay. So if this portion is damaged, this means that now there is a chance that some of the foreign particles or foreign materials can come inside, right? So as a response to this, the lysosome, बेटा जो इसके अंदर lysosomes present होंगे, so they are containing the powerful digestive enzymes. So what they do, क्या करता है lysosome? It's going to secrete the digestive enzymes. ये digestive enzymes को secrete कर देता है. Why? Because the foreign substances which are going to enter inside the cell, they may harm the cell. जो बाहर से जो substances आ रहे हैं बेटा, वो damage cause कर सकते हैं. तो उन substances को digest करना था. So that's why the lysosome is going to secrete powerful digestive enzymes. But कोशिश तो थी कुछ और, but what happens as a result, the cell performs the autolysis, मतलब वो खुद को ही digest कर लेता है. The cell starts to break down on its own. खुद को, auto means self and lysis means breakdown. So it starts to break itself down. तो cell अपने आप ही टूटना शुरू हो जाता है. Okay, and that's why they are called the disposal bags of the cell or suicidal bag of the cell. So it looks like the cell has done a suicide because it is getting damaged. उसने सोचा foreign particle है, so foreign particle को खत्म करने के लिए, in order to simply kill the foreign particles, it has digested itself. And this is why we say that lysosomes are the suicide bag of the cells. Okay. Any problem till here? Yes. Any problem to anyone? Okay, then let's move on to the next part. That is the plastids. What are plastids? Actually, plastids are the bodies. These are the bodies. Okay. And these bodies are basically used for storage. Okay. These bodies are basically used for storage, but they can store two things. Okay. They can store two things. Either they can store the nutrients. That means they can store the starch or carbohydrate, they can store the fat, or they can store the protein, right? Plus they can also store the pigments. So there are two things that these bodies or the plastids can store. Okay, so those two things are, they can either store the nutrients or they can either store the pigments. Now if they are storing the pigments, I mean, what are these pigments? Pigments क्या होते हैं? Actually, pigments are those chemicals. Pigments are basically chemicals. and these chemicals are going to provide the color. इन chemicals की वजह से किसी भी cell का color बनता है बेटा. Okay, so if the pigment is chlorophyll, it's going to provide a green color. If the pigment is another, for example, like xanthophyll, it's going to provide a reddish brown or reddish brownish color. Okay, so there are different pigments, and based on the pigments there can be many colors. Okay, so let's understand this from the beginning. The plastids are found only in the animal cells, sorry, only in the plant cells, not in the animal, only in the plant cells. This is an important point. They are absent in the plant cells. Sorry, not in the plant. They are absent in the animal cells. They are found in the plant and absent in the animal cells. And plus they are also found in beta some of the photosynthetic microorganisms. Meaning that we have just studied that these are the plastids. Actually, they are the double membrane bound cell organelle, right? So we have studied that membrane bound cell organelles are absent in the prokaryotes. So most of the prokaryotes do not have plastids, but some of the prokaryotes are having plastids. Okay, so this is what we mean by this. And they are absent in the animal cell, obviously, because they are found in the plant cells only. Okay, now there are two things that the plastids are of two types. First one is the chromoplast. What does the word chromoplast say? So let's understand this. Chromo and plast. So the word chromo means colorful. Sorry, it means colorful. And plast means body. So colorful body. So any kind of body which is colorful. अब वो colorful क्यों है? Again, because of the pigment. So this chromoplast is colorful because it is containing pigments. Okay. Then there is second body that's called the leucoplast. Leucoplast. Let's do the Sandhi Vichhed again. Leuco. The word leuco means colorless. Leuco means colorless and plast means body. So any body which is colorless, meaning it is not having any kind of pigment. That's why it is colorless, right? So since it is colorless, it is used for storage. It is used for storage of the substances. Yes, beta Lakshmi. Do you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, what is pigment?
What is pigment? Okay. Pigment are basically beta chemicals. These are the chemicals which are going to produce the color. They produce color. Okay. Like hemoglobin is a pigment found in animal cells. Chlorophyll is a pigment found in the plant cells. Okay, so there are various pigments in our living organisms. Okay, and different living organisms can have different pigments. They basically provide color. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So chromoplast are those which are having pigments, and leucoplast is the one which is responsible for storage of the things. Okay, so this is what we're trying to say. So this is it for today, and on the next turn we are going to study these rest of the points. Okay, just a minute, students. Let me mark your attendance. Do not leave the class. Let me mark your attendance. Okay. Yes, students, I have marked your attendance. Do you have any question related to today's topic? Yes, beta Shruti Singh, I have got your message. Yes, beta for biology, chemistry, and physics, you have to make different notebooks. Okay, make different notebooks. One-sided will be preferred. Okay, prefer one-sided, but if you have made double-sided, then it's okay, fine. But double-sided, sorry, single-sided, one side plain and one side lining, that will be the best. Okay. If you have any question, anyone is having any question, they can ask me. Yes, any students having any question? Okay, then that's it for today. And if you have any further questions, beta, you can text me on WhatsApp also. Okay. Thank you, everyone.